You've probably seen most products on Takealot. While you can sell most products on Takealot, you can't sell everything. There are a couple of products that you are either not allowed to sell or you can sell, but with conditions. So this information is made available to you once you are doing the onboarding stages of selling on Takealot. So once you've registered and you've been approved and all that, and you are now doing the onboarding, you will be able to access all the policies and rules for selling on Takealot. And one of them will be the seller compliance policies, or the seller compliance document, which will let you know what you're allowed to sell, what stuff, what is banned or what is excluded, what has certain special rules, etc. I have linked it in the description. I'm not sure if it's allowed or not. If it's not, well, we'll find out. But I have linked the document in the description, so you can click the link in the description to read through the document, just to also prepare the products that you are planning on selling or that you were thinking of selling. You might find that maybe it might be a little too complicated to sell that, or you're not allowed to, or you need certain certification or whatever, approval or whatnot in order to sell that product. So I do think it's good to prepare beforehand. If you like content like this, make sure you hit subscribe and that notification bell so that you don't miss the next video. And share with a friend, guys. Hit that like button, share with a friend. You never know who you might help with this information. So the first thing that you can't sell is counterfeit products. So these are fake products. So Takealot has a zero tolerance policy when it comes to selling counterfeit or fake products on the platform. So if you have a place where you can find, you know, those Nike sneakers from small streets, do not sell them on Takealot because it is not allowed. So if you do try to sell certain brands on Takealot, or certain already established or already known brands on Takealot, then you might be required to send your proof of authorization to compliance. So basically proof that you are authorized to sell those products, or proof that you do have consent of the original brand owner to sell those products. So if you are found selling counterfeit products, your account will be immediately terminated and you will be reported to the brand that owns that product. And your funds, whatever money that you had made from sales, will be kept, will be frozen in your account for 180 days until the whole thing is cleared up. Then Takealot will decide what to do. So don't find yourself caught up in things. Don't find yourself caught up on the wrong side of the law just to make money. It's not worth it. Don't even think that, oh, I can get away with it. I've seen so and so selling it online. Their days are numbered. It's very important, guys, to respect other people's brands. It's very important to respect the law as a business owner. So with genuine branded products that you are selling at a cheaper price without being an authorized distributor. So this is if, for instance, you find iPhones somewhere, you find you're able to buy iPhones from the factory where they are being manufactured, right? Or from, I don't know, somewhere where you are able to buy them cheaper so that you can sell them cheaper than their actual retail price on Takealot, right? So they're genuine, it's not a fake, it's the actual thing. But you're not a registered distributor with Apple. You need to, so you can sell them, however you need to state that it's a parallel import and that the warranty, the original warranty of the manufacturer does not apply, because it doesn't. Because if somebody buys an iPhone from you who is not an authorized distributor, they can't now go to the iStore and be like, well, where's my iCare, or where's my warranty, my iPhone broke within 10 days. Apple has nothing to do with that. The iStore has nothing to do with that, right? So you need to state in the product description that there is no warranty, and that the original brand or the original manufacturer's warranty does not apply to that product that the person is buying, so that they know that, cool, I'm buying this one, it's cheaper, I'm buying it, but there is no warranty, right? So you need to disclose that if you are going to sell parallel imports. Number 3 is large appliances and refurbished electronics, which are above 70 kilograms. So fridges and washing machines and all those other things, like large machines and electronics that are above 70 kilograms, you can only sell if you are approached by Takealot, if they identify you as a suitable seller, maybe based on the types of products that you already sell. So these are known as white goods, and only certain people are allowed to sell those, and they're also only sold on lead time, meaning lead time is where you can't send stock to the Takealot warehouse to sit there and wait for sales. You have to keep the stock, and then you send as you get orders. So that is lead time. So you can only sell those on lead time, and only if you are approached by Takealot. So you don't approach Takealot and say, hey, I want to sell fridges, or I want to sell, I don't know, whatever machine. No, Takealot has to approach you and say, okay, cool, we think you'd be a suitable person to sell this product, and it's up to you. Also, just because they said you are a suitable person does not mean that they're going to give you the stock. You have to go and buy the stock and whatnot. They're just giving you that, they're opening the door to you to say, cool, you are suitable for this, we think you're suitable for this, so you can sell this if you want to. Number 4 is CBD oil products, or products that contain CBD oil ingredients that are from cannabis. So CBD oil is an ingredient from cannabis, and from that plant. It's an oil from that plant. It's an ingredient that is found from that product. So that ingredient is used in certain products. It sometimes it's skin products, sometimes it's medications, sometimes it is certain hair products. So if a product that you want to sell or that you are selling contains that, so you're not allowed to sell it without written consent or written approval from Takealot. So there is an application form. When you get to the section about CBD oil products, in the policy, in the guide, in the rule guide or compliance guide that you should look at, that's in the description, then you will see that there is a link to an application form for you to, so you need to apply to sell a product. So it doesn't, even if it is a hair care product, it's I don't know, let's say hair growth oil, and it contains that ingredient, then you need to apply to sell that product. You can't just sell it. So once Takealot approves it, then you can sell that product, whether it's your hair care product, your skin product, or whatever it is. Then you can sell it once Takealot approves it in writing, right? So you don't start uploading you don't start now selling your product, uploading your product and all that, and start selling without having that written consent or written approval, because your stuff will be taken down, your account will be suspended, your menu will be frozen. So just wait for the approval if you do choose to sell those products. And I also don't recommend you go and sell products where you require written approval and where you require certification and all those things, because I just feel like it's too much admin. And if you miss something, you might find yourself now being delayed, having your account suspended, because you have to go through certain processes by compliance, or compliance needs to investigate your product and needs to take a look at your individual case before you can continue, stuff like that. It's too complicated, and I personally wouldn't recommend that you sell products like that. So even if it's skincare products or hair care products, only sell it if it's really worth it. Like if it's like a really bomb skincare product or really bomb hair care product, cool, go, but get that approval first and sell it. It's totally fine if you know that it contains that particular ingredient. But if you don't have to, guys, sell it on your own website where you don't need to be going through all the approvals and whatnot, because I just feel like it's a little too, I don't know, it's unnecessarily complicated for you as a seller. Takealot is a place where you need to be. If you're gonna sell on Takealot and you're a small seller like us, sell something simple, something that you just buy and sell. Even if you make it, something you make and sell, that doesn't require any extra approvals or any extra admin. Just my recommendation. But I'm not saying don't sell it. I'm saying sell it if it is worth it. If it's like your brand, it's your hair care brand, or it's your skincare brand, by all means go through that process and tell it it's worth it. Because, like, Takeout is a trusted platform, and it will help your sales for people to have it on the trusted platform. Like, anybody who feels uncomfortable to buy it on your website or from your website for whatever reason, they can buy it on Takealot because they know Takealot, they trust Takealot. You know what I mean? So for medical devices and products, there is a disclaimer that you need to add to your product description. You need to add this disclaimer to your product description. It is also in that compliance guide, the exact description. So this exact description that you need to add to your product description if you're selling medical devices. So for hearing aids, the product title shouldn't be hearing aids. It needs to be personal sound amplifier. So if you're selling stuff like hearing aids, then you need to use the correct product description. You're not allowed to use the product title. I mean, you're not allowed to use the product title hearing aids. You need to use personal sound amplifier. So for other medical devices like thermometers, nebulizers, blood pressure monitors, etc., you need certification from SAPRA. So I've written down the full acronym. But yeah, you need that certification in order to sell that product. So you will need to send that certification to compliance in order to be allowed to sell such devices on Takealot. So I'm just gonna reiterate that I have left a link to the compliance guide, to the seller compliance guide in the description. You can click through and take a look for yourself, read through it, just to plan properly the type of products or the products that you plan to sell, and see if you will need any prior certification or approval before you can sell such products. But once again, I say avoid such products. Avoid products where you need certification or approval. If it's unavoidable, then that's fine. Just make sure you get the correct approval and certification before you add your products and start selling them on Takealot, to avoid your account getting suspended or your funds being frozen and going through just a whole mess. So just make sure that you do things the right way. Go through the guide, the compliance guide. The compliance guide contains more than just the types of products you can and cannot sell. It also has other rules, important rules that you need to adhere to as a seller. So make sure you go through it so that you kind of know what to expect if you are still in the process of applying and you haven't completed your application and all that. Just a reminder that from the 31st of October, there is a seller shipment freeze, which means that between the 1st of November and early January, I'm not sure of the date in January, but early January, you won't be able to do onboarding or your first shipment. So if you are a new seller and you still need to do onboarding and your first shipment, if you try and do it, you won't be able to do it between that period, because it's a very busy period. You have Black Friday, you have the festive season and all that. It's a very busy period in e-commerce and in retail, in business as a whole, guys. Shopping, people are shopping a lot around that time, so it's really busy. So you will be able to apply, however you won't be able to complete the entire process, so you'll have to wait until late January to continue that process and be able to start selling. So if you want to take advantage of the busy period, the busy festive period, then I suggest that you apply and try and get everything done by the 31st of October. I really hope this video was helpful, you guys. Remember to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you do not miss a video. And hit like if you found this helpful. And if you know a friend who needs this information, please share it with them. I will see you guys in the next video.